Hey folks, I'm back after a bit of a break. I thought I'd come back and build this. I did actually have this for a few months and was going to build it a while ago, but I just decided after 3 years of trying to work out how to do videos and constantly thinking about that, I just needed a bit of a vacation. So I've done that and I'm coming back. So this is the first video, just a live build of the Harry Potter Hogwarts Express. It's really good to see a few people on the stream already, so that's really good. So hey to Daniel Contreras and SBC State College 2017. Hey, how's it going? And Nathan Morrison, so that's really cool. Welcome along. I've got a bit of tech next to me which I can show. Like if you've seen the other live streams, there were no real close-ups, but now I can do this. And we have a different view, and you can see that you'll be able to see close-ups when I'm building the set. Now this has been out for a few months, so a few people have already built them. One person, Charm City Bricks, or Charm City Brick on Instagram, has already made modified sort of carriages and modified it already. So if you want to check out some modified stuff of the Hogwarts Express, then you can check out his Instagram. That's Charm City Brick. So that's fantastic. But I need to build this because I haven't yet. So I'll open it up. And it's good. I mean, this year is a bit funny because we've had sort of no trains for a while other than the heavy haul train, which sort of 3 years ago, and then all of a sudden we get this one, as well as the passenger train and the cargo train as well. This set does not come with any power functions, so it is just the train on its own. I'll try and balance this in the background so people can see what it is. I really haven't done much work on Dunkton at all, really. I really did take a complete break from everything and social media and the whole lot, so it was quite refreshing and quite nice, but yeah, we'll see. So I'm just going to bring up the feed on my phone and then I can watch if anyone's commenting there. Here we go. Commenting. Oh. Let's cut the sound. There. Oh, here we go. If you've ever joined one of my live streams before, you know there's some problems anyway, but anyway, cool. Okay, I've now got that and I can watch the chat. So here we go. I'll just go through the chat while we're there. So the stream, no, the stream's not online. The stream is here. Who doesn't love trains? Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. So Daniel Correa is awesome. I'm going to get that soon. Who doesn't love trains? Yeah, nice. Alexandre D, hi, I'm French. Bonjour, bonsoir, probably, due to the fact it's evening. Blockhead UK, evening to you. Essia Roselli, I love Lego. I think anyone who's here probably loves Lego as well, yep. Okay. Yeah, lots of people saying they've already got this and they're adding power functions to it already. So I am behind the curve, but you know, I wanted to do this video and I had the train, so let's get back into YouTube and do a live stream. So this is bag one. Got to have a look at the instructions. So the instruction booklet is quite nice actually. It's a pretty good looking little book. Comes with a sticker sheet there with the train number. Oh, you know what can I do? I can do this, can't I? Oh, there's the sticker sheet. And the train looks really cool, but I'm really looking forward to building the station and especially the bridge. I think the bridge looks really good. It's probably pretty bad, but I'm looking forward to building the actual bridge more than I am the train, but hey. The train looks a lot better than the other Harry Potter trains that have come before, I think. I've never really wanted to buy another Harry Potter train. I have looked into it, but they didn't really look very good as a steam train. But this one has actually got the mechanism that a steam train would have on the wheels. So that's encouraging. But I've got bag one and I've opened it, so I'll have a look at the instructions and see how it goes. Oh, the first one, okay, so we're building the platform first anyway. That's cool. I've just emptied the bag out. Let's have a look. Let's see how good this second camera is. It's not bad, is it? I think. There you go. If we've got anything close up, I will be able to switch over. Got some quite useful pieces in these. Alexandre D, thank you. That's probably about as much French you're going to get out of me today, to be honest, but there you go. Oh, I'm trying to build it from the picture on the front page. That's not a good idea. Let's follow the instructions, shall we? And the stickers have just gone flying, so no doubt I'll forget about that, and someone will have to remind me where they are later. That's the normal way it goes. We'll do it anyway. Right, just trying to find all the minifigures at the moment. So I'll let you see what I'm doing down there. Having the second camera is going to make life a lot easier when showing you things. Some wands, a rat or a mouse. Normally when I go through these I kind of take my time, and if I can't find a piece then I just move on until I find the pieces later on. So we'll see. Okay, we've got his trousers, especially with minifigures. I think it's just 2 minifigures anyway. First minifigure, hopefully he can focus. Maybe not. Okay, we'll see how good this camera is. It's just a web camera I've got. It's just a USB camera that plugs into the device I use for web streaming. But you can see there's the minifigures done there. Oh, he's having a bit of hassle standing up. Yeah. But there we go. And one gets of the wands. Okay, so that is a very young Ron Weasley. And this chap here is Remus Lupin. So we've got him. I think he gets a wand and a briefcase. One briefcase. So there we go. One minifigure completed. So I'll move on to the station now, I think, or the platform, as it were. The little buggies, and I'll give you an update on the close-ups as we go along. Greenock says, "My snake is watching the stream with me." Hello, Mr. Snake. Hopefully he'll be entertained. Hopefully everyone will be entertained. We'll just hang out whilst I'm building, well, another Lego steam train, which is really good. It's nice having another steam train. Of course, I have got the red version of the Emerald Knight, which I built a while ago, so I'll have 2 red steam trains to run on Dunkton. There could be a few changes coming up. Dunkton may have to move to another location, but we shall reach that challenge when it gets to it. So, okay, Irving Zaninga, what is the estimated time? I'm guessing that's sort of what is the amount of time it's going to be, sort of how long it's going to take me to build this. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Could be 2 hours, thinking possibly longer, but I mean, you can come in and out or watch the live stream later as well. So, but hey to Glenn Holland from DunksterBricks, also of Brick Model Railroader. Hey dude, it's good to see you, man. It's really cool. Right, I can't find a piece, so I'm going to leave that there for a little bit. It's going to be one of these tiles that's hiding under something else, no doubt. It's always the way. And instead of looking for it, I will check the bag just in case. No, bag is definitely empty, so it could be hiding in another brick, or just I've missed it. No, it's right in front of me, as it always is, so there you go. Okay, we've got another bag to get, another briefcase. Green Shark's snake is called Monty, as in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's a good name for a snake, really. That's a very good name for a snake. Okay, so there's a baggage cart. So this is what we've got so far. Got the baggage cart there. This little camera is very, very handy actually for switching. So, oh no, the little, okay, yeah. I'm watching the live stream on my phone and realising that there's a delay. So I thought that the second camera is not working. Let's hope, I'll keep an eye on it and then see what's going on. So. Oh, beyond Betchant, how many Lego trains do you have now? That's a good question. Well, from the video, I can't actually remember how many I had in the video when I actually counted my Lego trains, but I've added 2 new passenger trains. I have actually got 2 behind me, and I've added the new cargo train and then the Hogwarts Express. So yeah, and I made a couple of and I made 2 sort of mock trains as well, didn't I? I made the little shunter and I made the little yellow steam train. The little yellow steam train didn't quite work out. It was, I think the drive chain was a bit too long to go around corners and stuff like that, so I made it, so that needs a bit of modification or a complete redesign and rethink. So it's probably about, what's that, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 more trains after the video when I did sort of like how many Lego trains I had, which is, yeah, it's a bit, quite a lot now. So hopefully when Dunkton moves eventually, I'll be able to find somewhere a little bit bigger for it. And this room is actually supposed to be a double, well, it is a double room, a double bedroom, and yeah, my house really doesn't have enough space, but I think that's a problem for most AFOLs. If they have lots and lots of Lego, and there's a problem with storage anyway, so. Okay, so this is the platform being built. Ooh. All right, I'm building this and not paying attention to what I'm doing, so I need to, that goes at the front. That goes at the back. I'll show you what I'm building here with this other camera, because we've got 2 cameras. I shall use it. I think, hopefully, I'm doing it correctly. So lots of these grey pieces, that's pretty cool. That's very cool actually. So that's the platform as it is at the moment. Very narrow platform, but a platform all the same. The train station actually in Dunkton will be going through some changes. I will be showing you something very cool in a bit actually. I did get a gift from one of my very long-term subscribers, who's Carriage of No Return. He has got an Instagram, so you can always check out his Instagram. It's Carriage of No Return, and he does some really amazing builds. But he gifted me a train station, sort of a yeah. Well, once we get this bag finished, I'll show you the train station that will be going into Dunkton, and it suits Dunkton perfectly. It's an amazing build he gave, and it was really generous. It's got LED lights in it, it's working, it's fantastic. I'll probably do well, I will be doing a video featuring that at some point. And I still have to work on, I was fortunate enough to get gifted a tank car, which is a brick model railroader tank car design from Nature's Mox, and I need to do a video on that as well. It really, yeah, the break that I did wasn't really planned. It was, I was quite literally fairly, I don't know, I just needed a break, I think. I think if anyone's been a YouTuber for a very long time, it's and been constantly working at stuff, they will understand. It just, it really does sometimes. I've got lots of things going on at the moment, lots of different things, lots of different changes going on, and it's just, yeah, It's the right time. Right, here we go. So Glenn Holland just says he likes the Hogwarts Express set. From what he's seen so far, it offers a lot of room for expansion for those who are looking for a starting point on a steam locomotive. Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? It's and it's because there's no power functions. It's a really reasonable price as well. So you can get a steam train, and it's a pretty cool looking steam train by the looks of it. And then you can expand on that, so you can take the carriages and make them bigger, or I know the tender isn't exactly the largest tender, so that could sort of like, yeah, be expanded on as well. No doubt if I'm going to add power functions as well, that's going to need some expansion. Right, I need the sticker sheet, so I'm going to have to lean down to where I lost it. Can I get it without... No, I can't. Right. Test my flexibility. Managed to get it without bumping the table and causing a complete disaster. Right, I'll just give it a close up. We'll go for the wanted sticker on one of these. I think I'm missing, right, I haven't built something, so I'll build it quickly. Right, the sticker goes on one of these pieces. What's that, 2x1x2 or something, or 2x1, and another brick piece. And there. Right, so Bjorn Betchen, how many money do you have used on Lego Train? So how much money have I spent on Lego Trains? Probably too much. I don't really have a figure on it, and I don't tend to share the figure, but I'm in a unique position because the YouTube channel really took off, and yeah, I've got to enjoy Lego Trains as part of the YouTube channel as well. So it's some of the trains, when I started the YouTube channel, I was buying my own stuff anyway, but the YouTube channel kind of caught up and allowed me to do a lot more than I would have been able to do without it. So yeah, there's quite a lot invested in the Lego Trains. They aren't cheap, so but I do have quite I'm fortunate enough to have quite a good job as well. But yeah, the YouTube channel has allowed me to do a lot more than I ever thought I would do with Lego Trains, and I've got to meet some very, very cool people. I mean, when I was in America earlier this year, I met some amazing builders. There are some incredibly talented people out there who do amazing things with bricks, and yeah, it's fantastic what they do. I'm really just a guy who sort of like messes about, really, and compared to what some people manage to do is incredible. So there's some amazing detail in some of the builders out there. They build trains or buildings or anything really. So right, this looks like a sort of a swing wall thing. I think I've got most of it. Just show you there. Got to remember which camera I'm on as well, so here we go. That's the swing thing. So, right, that's that built. Oh, okay. SPC State College 2017. I have 3 Lego trains, however 2 of the motors are burnt out. Wow, that's quite something. I don't think I've had a motor burn out quite yet. I have done some pretty crazy things to the motors in my trains, but yeah, I haven't had them burn out. That's quite impressive. Green Shark says he's planning on making a Lego city in his dad's cellar or basement. Kind of planning on making a large tank so he can have a boa constrictor. Okay. I mean, if you like, yeah, you've got to work on your priorities, isn't it, really? Lego towns take a lot of work, and they take a lot of dusting and things like that as well. So, but if you've got access to a basement and cellar with lots of room, then yeah, it's fantastic. Just checking. Oh, right, where am I? I kind of got lost there. Right, there we go. Just put this on and this, like so. Okay, there we are. If you can see, let's have another little close up. Just to see how long I am. Oh, there we go. Let's try and move it in shot, shall we? There we go. So that's what I have so far, and this is the sort of like the, well, they run through the wall in the actual film, but this is the, or the book. This is the way they've done it here. It's just a swing mechanism for getting through to the sort of the magical platform. Moving on. Okay. Mike Train says, is that the station? Yes, this is the station. So this is book bag 1 that I'm working on at the moment. It looks like the train, the engine and the carriage and everything comes later. So I'll build the station first. Well, because that's what it says to do. Then we'll move on in a bit to the actual engine. I think there's probably a bit more for the station as well, because there's a bridge to do as well, and I'm really looking forward to building the bridge, because hopefully, I think it looks like I may just kind of expand on that and use that as a bridge in Dunkton on the actual railway, because it's going to fit. I think the look of it is kind of that Victorian steam era look, and that would fit in Dunkton really, really nicely. Wow, Bjorn Betchen says he has 16 Lego trains. Man, that's a lot. That is a lot. Are you using rechargeable batteries for that, or have you got the normal ones? I eventually went for rechargeables just because I didn't want to go through that many A batteries, but yeah, I still need to play around with the new powered up system properly, really, as well. I haven't quite got into that, but I've got this feeling that I'm not going to like it as much as the old power function system. That's the trouble. Remcar, do I have any tutorials planned? As soon as the new powered up system gets some lights or things like that, then I can do tutorials, but until then I'm not sure really, and like I just said, I haven't really had a chance to play with the powered up system. I want to find out. I did try and sort of mess about with putting 2 motors in a train and everything, but I don't know, well, there's no way of extending leads at the moment, or yeah, I don't know what's possible with the powered up system. I really have to have a mess about, but I don't think it's as flexible as the old power function system, which I'm not that surprised about, but I wasn't expecting it to be very flexible anyway with the just with Bluetooth well, infrared's going to be, it's a completely different system. I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm just putting stickers on the platform for the platform numbers. There we go. Switch to the second camera. So that's one sticker on. Platform 10. Just that. There we go. Platform 10, and I just put platform 9 sticker on as well. So that's first. I'll flip it over. Put it on the other side, or shake hands, and it's a funny angle, it's all going to go wrong. This is where someone's going to say use the brick separator, but I've always used my fingers, so apologies to anyone who does it with the brick separator and is shouting at the screen, use the brick separator, but anyway. Yeah, so Glenn Holland's point in the chat just said, powered up is indeed very limited out of the box, however, considering what it was intended for, which is table and floor layouts, it works very well, and it's very easy to use, which it is literally just, if you've got one train or two trains, then it's, yeah, it does exactly that. It's just when people like me or other people who want things to do a little bit more complicated things, then it starts to get a bit limiting, but yeah, for what it's for, and for the extra sound effects and everything that you get with the app on the phone and stuff, if you've got a smartphone, then yeah, it's very easy to use. Right, so I'll flip this around. That's what I've got so far. So we've got the flippy door there, going through to platform 9 3/4. I've got to try and make sure that my Harry Potter terminology is correct on this, because I know there's lots of Harry Potter fans as well out there. I'm more of just a Lego train fan, really, so if I get any terminology wrong, please forgive me. Got to find bag 2 now. That looks like a train, that looks like a station. So that's bag 2, right. So bag 2 looks like the last bag before we get to the actual engine itself. And it looks like we get Harry Potter in this bag. Okay, so the contents of the bag, let's have a look. So this looks like it's got the bridge in it, and like I said, we've got Harry Potter, so I'll just go, let's put Harry together before anything else. It is good when they revisit sets and they give everyone a chance to get it again. That's good. There's Harry. There's going to be some ones in there somewhere. Yep, there we go. Oh, I don't know whether it's going to focus. There you go. So I'll start putting the bridge together, and this bridge really does look rather good. So I just say a quick hi to people in the chat. Let's see, here we go. Obrix, hey Obrix, how's it going? Ines Burnett, hey, Remcar, Blockhead UK, Bjorn Betchant, Robin Hull, Jonathan Davenport, Micah's Trains, Blockhead UK, IDK13, hey, how's it going? Jonathan, yep, said Jonathan, and Glenn, of course, is in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's really good to have anyone. I know I have been away for a while, but hey, sometimes you just need a break. Yeah, I'm actually less than 3 months away from getting married now, so things are going along on that way, planning weddings and things like that. Let's see if I can find. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm looking for bricks, but I'm looking for the wrong colour bricks, and because I'm looking for the wrong colour in the brick I'm supposed to be looking for, it's like blindness for bricks or something, I don't know. And then I realise I'm looking at the wrong colour, or looking for the wrong colour, and then you suddenly see it. So does anyone else do that? I lose bricks in the instructions as well. I kind of turn a page and there's one little brick here, and I get to the end and I think, oh, I've lost a brick. Lego haven't given me a brick, but it's always me. I've hardly ever come up, well, I don't think I have actually had a set missing a piece yet. Their quality control is quite impressive. Okay, so this, excuse me, I will take a sip of water. This is the beginning of the footbridge. I think. Have I done it right? No, I've done something wrong. Or have I? No, I haven't. There we go. I was just trying to connect it to the wrong studs on the plates. Right. Oh, I'm excited about this footbridge. It's really sad. I am literally this. I'm totally going to use this build for my for Dunkton Central, I guess it is. I've got a Dunkton South signal box that Carriage and No Return gave me as well. So he's kind of making all the buildings for the entire railway. But yeah, if you want to freak him out and you go onto Instagram, just Carriage of No Return, and you'll see some pretty phenomenal Lego builds. I'm putting all these pieces on the wrong bit. This is where the brick separator comes in handy. What can I do? Instead of doing it, I've built it right that way. Let's change what I've done. That's going to be easier to switch the bottom, the bricks that I've done on the bottom. So this is the station so far. So there's the beginning of the footbridge. Have I done that right? That looks like someone's going to bang their head on that light, I reckon. Anyway, I think that, yep, that goes on there. Pretty sure King's Cross, someone would have something to say about that, because, you know, that's it's a problem waiting to happen there. Anyway, continue building the bridge. Check the chat again. I am trying to build and check the chat at the same time, so oh, can I show my Class 8 shunter? Can I? Indeed, I might be able to actually, if I can reach across. This could end badly, but we'll give it a go. Oh, I've got loads of plastic bags behind my feet, that's why the rustling noise is happening. The Lego room here is a bit in chaos. There we go. Oh, I've almost demolished it. I think it's these blue doors. There we go. There's the blue Class 8 shunter. It's got the battery pack on the back. I don't think it's got a battery in it at the moment, so I can't run it, but there we go. It's still in working order and everything like that, so I'm quite pleased with that. I did get a bit of criticism for it wasn't big enough and it wasn't wide enough and everything, but it was supposed to be sort of to scale with the rest of the city trains and everything like that, and I'm still quite happy with it. As a first mock, I think the Class 8 shunter was a nice way to start. So I have got a few more to do, and I will continue doing it, because I know I've, like I said, I've made some friends who are excellent mock builders when it comes to trains and engines and things like that, and they have offered help when it comes to making a mock engine, so no doubt at some point in the future I will be taking them up on that offer. I just need to pick a project. I've had some suggestions and stuff in comments, in videos and everything like that, so and there are some pretty good suggestions as well. So once I get back into things and building and try and organise everything around, try and organise my time so I can actually do things that I want to do, then yeah, I'll need to work on a mock engine. The tank car that Nader's Mocks gave me over at Philly Brickfest is a brick model railroader, and that's kind of like it's more detailed than the normal trains that I'm running and everything. So I think that needs an engine of its own, so it will probably be something to pull the brick model railroader kind of tank car, I think. And I need to expand on my collection of those, so but that'll be happening over time, probably be a few months before I can start trying to get hold of some of the premium instructions that those guys do, so I can make some. So I've got a few things actually to do, because I've got another wireless controller from DunksterBricks, which is going to be added to the trains that are going to be running on Dunkton. If I can run everything with the wireless controller, then I think that's going to be a really nice system to have two trains running, because they can interact then, and it's going to be pretty cool looking. I think I've put this on the wrong way. Yep. So this looks like just the other side of the bridge. I'll switch to a close-up in a minute once we get there. Yeah, join the dark side, build mod trains, yeah, and mock trains, yeah, we need it. Yeah. I will indeed, Glenn, I will indeed. One day, at some point. I would say once I get organised, I will try and build mock trains, but I know that I'll never get organised, so I need to make sure that I start building at some point. So let's do this. Right. Try and put this one together the right way this time around. I believe I've done it this time. Yep. Okay. Oh, I think I may have missed a brick. And the last one of these that I built. Okay. Let's switch to a close up on this. So this, I think, just goes. Got to get that orientation correct. So I'm actually, I've done it wrong again, haven't I? No, I haven't. No, that's it. Good. Right. So that goes on like that. There you go. It's the other side of the bridge, I think. So let's do another foot close up. I can get it. So there you go. One side of the footbridge, the other side of the footbridge, and then the bridge, I take it, will go over that. I will adjust the camera when we get to that point when I need to add the top. I need to make, yeah, there are lots of changes I need to make, but I think Dunkton is going to be moving, so I need to work out how to move it and make sure, hopefully, the majority of it will get to its new location in one piece. Moving Lego is never a straightforward thing. So as long as I pack it correctly, at least I'll know that most of the pieces will end up in the same, well, in the same box, so it can be put together. Okay, so we've got the top, I think the arch of the bridge. We've got the steps of the bridge. Oh, Irving Zuniga said, what's your favourite train set? So my favourite Lego train set is the blue cargo train, which is 60052. I think that out of all the Lego trains that I've bought is just a really nice set, and not only that, in the videos that I make as well, it's the easiest engine to run. It's the version I run has a rechargeable battery. It's got 2 motors in it, but I use it to test the sort of like the track setups, the ones that I make that well, mostly sort of multi-level and all that lot, and it's just a train that can kind of deal with slopes and transitions, and sometimes the tracks that I build are just a bit too much for some of the trains, but that one engine seems to be able to handle quite a lot as well. I don't know if I've modified it that much on the bottom. I think I've changed the buffers, because the buffers that come on the train, or have I? I'm looking at one of them. No, I don't think I've modified the sort of like the underneath at all that much, so it can just handle everything. And I think it's, as a set, what is it, 60052, it's just a really good train set, play set, and it's, yeah, that's my favourite Lego train set. I think it's a really good engine and set in itself. It's just a really good cargo train, really. Okay, well, I'm doing it again. I'm looking and I can't see. Oh no, I was looking for a piece that I didn't need, that's why. was not paying attention to the instructions. Right, I think now this bridge is coming together. Let's do this. I don't know whether the lighting is very good on this, but it's we'll deal with it. It's better than not having a close-up at all, I think, so I'll go with it anyway. Yeah, SPC State College 2017 says 60052 is his favourite as well. Yeah, I think it's just a really good Lego train set, really. It's whoever designed it, whoever did that did a really amazing job, to be honest. Yeah, and once you add the two motors, it really can pull a lot of cargo. So there's the bridge as it is at the moment. I think there's a bit of other stuff. Oh, I'm going to add a clock. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, there's a middle bit that comes out. Doesn't take much to confuse me, but hey. Alright, this middle bit. Won't do a close-up of this because it's I'll probably do it wrong if I didn't. Gotta make sure I put the actual correct time at the top. That looks like it. Yeah, there we go. That's quite a clever way of doing a clock. Let's do a close-up of this. So the hands of the clock are just the clips. That tells the time. That's very cool indeed. Right, that's that finished. And then we just add it onto the bridge. Right, here we go. I'll adjust the camera a little bit. You can see the chaos in Dunkton over there. But with a different room in a different location, Dunkton will probably take a different shape as well, although I will stick with the elevated side of things, just because it's the extra room it gives is useful. There you go, we've got the footbridge, we've got the platform, we've got the door, the magic entrance to platform 9 3/4. This doesn't actually come with any track, does it either? Okay, so there's no track either, but there's a station and it does work with the actual track. Okay, this piece of track does not come with the set, but it does fit. Let's switch to that. You can see the track fits pretty perfectly. I like these slopes actually, the way they've done it. That'll give the train enough room. That's very handy. Okay. Okay, there are powered up lights. Okay, because I was looking at the Lego website the other day, maybe a week ago or so, and I couldn't find any anything like that. So I'll have to have another look, because if they are, then I can do a tutorial on how to add lights to the new trains. Okay, so we've got just a little newspaper stand by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. See where this goes, and then we'll do a close-up and we can add it. Look at that, there we go. That's the yeah, the daily profit. So anyone going off to Hogwarts can pick up their copy of the daily profit. So there we have the platform. I've got a small luggage car. We've got Ron Weasley, we've got Harry Potter, and we have, I need to look at his name again, Remus Lupin. He's there, and we've got some spare pieces here, which I will put in a safe spot. Just behind me. There we go. Right, now move the station over to the side. We'll start on these bags. So I think it's bag 3 I need. I'll put the stickers underneath the monorail there. Got bag 3. I'll keep bag 4 here. 5, 6 and 7. Can just go and dunk them there. Okie doke, and this is where we start actually making the engine. So bag 3 looks like it's the drivetrain. I'm correct. Okay, Stefan Boy, can't pronounce your name, but okay, he says try to say pannenkoek. That's a Dutch word, by the way. I'm Dutch. Okay. Hoi, hoe is het met jou? That's my Dutch, I can't remember much, but anyway. Or, yeah, hoe is het met jou? Yeah. That just means, how is it with you? Or, how are you? It's, there you go. I can try and say Scheveningen as well, if you want. There you go. I did live in Holland for a little amount of time, actually, for a few months. So I did get to learn a bit, but that was a long time ago, so my vocabulary has vanished. But there you go. Obrix, have I visited Sweden? No, I haven't visited Sweden, but I would absolutely love to, because it's yeah, it sounds like a fantastic place. One day, it's on the list. It's on the list of places I would like to go. Bjorn Betchin says, I love the Maersk train. Yeah, the Maersk train is fantastic. I mean, it's a more detailed sort of, I suppose 60052 is a less detailed version of the Maersk train. So it's, the Maersk train is a fantastic engine as well. That's the, yeah, both of those, the style of those sort of engines are, yeah, they're really good. They're based on sort of like the American type locomotives. I can't remember the name. Maybe someone, if Glenn's still on the chat, he'll be able to tell me what it is. But yeah, there's a type of engine that you see in the States. I mean, when I was driving through Pennsylvania, I saw a few of them just pulling the big cargo trains and stuff. The sort of like the huge, really long trains with all the wagons and stuff in them, and they. Yeah, they're very impressive to see up close. Yep, I haven't visited Norway either. I haven't been to any Scandinavian countries actually, so, but, well, one day hopefully I will get to see lots of different countries. I'm going to say going to the United States was really, really good. It was a really fun trip. Okay, so that's the first bit of the engine. Doesn't look like there's any mechanism in there to motorise it, so it's probably going to be a sort of putting a motor somewhere else in the train rather than there, I don't know. Yeah, probably. Or, well, I'll have to have a look. Maybe there's instructions at the back that tell you how to motorise it, I don't know. I don't know. No, it's just a carriage. Doesn't look like there's any way to motorise it officially. I'm sure people have done it though. My normal way of doing a train like this would just be to put it in the tender and stuff like that. I know the tender is very small, but you just rebuild something and make it just a little bit bigger. And then you can put a motor in that, hide all the power functions in there, and then you've got a motorised train. It's kind of similar to the way I've done the Lone Ranger Constitution train. It also means that the motor, well, that train really works rather well at slopes and lots of different things. So Brent. Okay, so Brent Doherty, hey, how's it going? So he's planning on doing a mock, one of the BNSF. There's a new orange one, so yeah, that's the type of train that sort of like the blue cargo train and the Maersk train are based on. So it's that kind of thing. Yeah, and SBC State College 2017 says he lives in Pennsylvania and they have massive coal trains. Yeah, the trains in America are something else, eh? They're huge things. So it's really impressive to see. Of course, in the United States, everything is bigger. Really is, which is really good, especially if you like food. I think I've just managed to get my weight back to normal now after being there. It was a really, really, really enjoyable trip. Will Matney, have you already watched the movies? Okay, what movies is it? Sort of like the Ninjago? I've watched the Ninjago movie now. I've watched that and watched the Batman movie a while ago. Is that the right ones? Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. Yeah. I haven't been to Texas, so I'm sure Texans can probably make everything even bigger. Right, here we go. I think I get to add stuff, so it starts almost looking like an engine. Well, it doesn't really, but anyway. That's there. I'll show you what I've made so far once I get these pieces on. Oh, no, I've done something wrong. Okay, so far I have this. It's the base of the steam engine. Oh, the Harry Potter movies, right, okay. I have watched most of them. I don't know if I've seen the last one yet, actually, which is pretty shocking, really. I think I've seen most of them. I do actually mean to watch all of the Harry Potter films all the way through. But I need to, I just need to find the time just to and do that. So just so I can watch them all the way through, sort of like in order, and then get to the last one. Because I don't think I have actually seen the last one. I've seen a few of them. I went to see a few of them in the cinema and everything. But yeah, I don't think I know how it ends. And I want to, remember what all the other ones, the previous ones, do. So I need to sit down and watch them all properly. Because they are rather fun. Okay, I think it's Bjorn. Oh right, Bjorn Betjen. No, I haven't visited Norway. I know I answered that before, but you may have missed it. So yes, I haven't visited anywhere in Scandinavia, unfortunately, but they are on my list of places to go. So at some point, hopefully I will get to see them. Right, so that's what I've got so far. Now I'm on to some colour-y bits, the red bits. So I'll just put these together. There we go. And this fits on the front like that. So there you go. This lighting on this camera is not amazing, is it? I need to set up another light just to get it a bit better, but nothing. Oh, okay, you get to put another bit. Oh, we're starting with the wheels as well. This is good. It's never a bad thing to get train wheels, steam train wheels as well in a set. Okay, that goes there. I've got another one there. I don't think it really matters if I line them up at the moment since they're all moving independently anyway. Once I put the rods on, then they will need to be lined up, but for the moment, so I think I can get away with that. Okay. Micah's trains, he has the Lone Ranger Lego train. That's a really nice sort of, the Constitution is a really good looking engine actually. I was going to make the Christmas, the holiday steam train and lengthen that, and then I realised I'd basically be making a sort of a brighter green version of the Constitution, because that's all it is. It's a very similar engine to that, but yeah, the Lone Ranger, brilliant. That was one of my first Bricklink orders as well. That was from Mardi Gras Man 23 and Mardi Gras Man 23. I kept saying that incorrectly, but yeah, it's so my Lone Ranger train, which is based on an American model, is actually from the United States because I bought it from Mardi Gras Man 23. Yeah, Glenn's saying classic Lego, not using a full axle on a steam train. Yep, it is. They're all independent. I suppose if you're not motorising it, then it's not something to worry about. And it is supposed to be a toy thing. Right, that's one of them in. I don't even know if this is... Oh, to make sure I'm putting this in the right way. I think they've got them. Oh, it doesn't really matter if it lines up or not, is it? Because they're not connected. So, oh, I've just disconnected it. Oh man. There we go. Give you a close up. Now that the sun's going down, the light from the window's not so great, so I don't know. There we go. But yeah, they are all independent, each one of those wheels. So now I've got that base, what's next? Okay. Yeah, the quartering thing is not an issue. So quartering is basically the piston, I'm going to get my terminology wrong here, but the rods kind of like sit a quarter. So if that one's there, then the one on this side would be either at the bottom or the top. So it has to be a quarter of the way out and stuff like that. I think that's just the way the steam engine keeps momentum up. If I'm correct, Glenn can correct me. Yeah, so it's the practice of setting all the drivers on one side of a steam locomotive at a 90-degree offset from those on the other side. So yeah, that's the Zelly's an engineer, can't you? I'm totally not an engineer, not a mechanical engineer, that's for sure. So here we go, that's these pieces coming together. Yes, I know, Glenn, congratulations on your graduation. I saw that, that was excellent. Good job, man, because when I met you in America, yeah, you were in the final stages and you were working extremely hard, I know that. So but it was good that you could spare some time to meet up. That was fantastic. Right. Okay, so this is the coupling mechanism that they've got. I'm just going to add some small wheels. I have actually got another lamp I could put on, but I think it'd be I could probably do more damage moving around trying to turn it on than I could actually by turning it on. I realise I've got two lights that aren't actually on, so lighting is a bane. I actually had one of my studio lights fail a while ago. It's quite a while, just before I went to America actually, so I'm only running on one big light, so I need to get that sorted at some point. Right, I'll give you a close-up of this once I've done this next part. I think we've got more stickers to put, and I'll put the stickers over there. Get the orientation of these correct. Yeah, I hope we can meet up again at some point as well, Glenn. That would be really good. I would love to come to Philadelphia again for Brickfest next year as well. I don't know how possible that will be. It will be a quick visit though, probably just for the Brickfest, but I don't know. After getting married and everything and looking at various different things, we'll see. Maybe in a couple of years' time, but I would love to make it back again because that was just brilliant. Okay, alright, let's do the close-up. Here we go. So that's what we've got so far. So that's how the engine's front wheel's gonna move on the track, and then this piece goes on top like so. And that's it. There we go. Very good. Okay, so I'll go through this. Bricks in Sweden have some ordnance coaches and locomotives. Okay, Bricks is just commenting that Sweden has got some amazing locomotives and coaches and everything like that. So it's got the largest steam locomotive, which is an F1200, and that's making its last trip this year. Okay, so he's going on the, wow, so you've got the tickets to actually go on the last trip of that engine. That's pretty cool. That's really amazing. Who's Your Bricks is on. Hey dude, how's it going? Good to have you on the stream. It was good meeting Who's Your Bricks as well over in Philly Brickfest. That was fantastic. I did get to meet some really cool people over there. There's a really good YouTube section where everyone just displays some amazing things. Alright, let's see if I can get this. I think I'm following the instructions backwards. I've skipped to the wrong side. Let's see if I can recover it and make sure all the pieces that I'm supposed to be using are getting used. I think so. Okay. Alright, what are we doing? Just got to make 4 of these. I think these are just sort of like the wheel arches. They fit there. We're almost done with bag 3. That means there's only, what? Okay, there's 4 bags left, but I think I'm going through them fairly quickly. You kind of lose track of time when you're doing one of these things, but anyway. And Doherty. Hey Brent, well, it's good to have you on the stream. Hope you have a good day. So, yep, I will be back to making videos. I'm not sure the regularity of the videos as such, but I will certainly be back trying to do something with Dunkton before I have to move it, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks, dude. Let's try and add these pieces. I guess I could do a tutorial on how to motorise this, because it will be getting a motor at some point, and I need to get some power functions motors and stuff in order to do that. So I come up with a way. No doubt some people have already motorised the membrane anyway, and in that sort of situation I kind of don't go looking for tutorials. I tend to come up with a solution. It may match someone else's or it may not, I don't know, but it could just be an expanded tender though, I think, in this case. Right, I think that's it for this one. So I'm on bag 3. No, that was bag 3, so bag 4, so that's what I've got so far. Oh, it's having a bit of a hassle. I'm going to have to look and see if there's a way of adjusting the brightness. I don't know how bright that is, but you get the idea. There we go. So I have so far. It's a pretty solid engine so far. Let's get the spare pieces. Move them to the back. Right, this is where we get to the boiler, I think. This is it. And the actual top of the engine, so that's good. So this is bag 4. There we go. Do the smaller bags out as well. Oh wow, okay, I thought this could have been a sticker piece, but it's actually printed. That shows how much I've paid attention to any of the videos. So, but yeah, that's a printed piece. That is very cool. Funny XD says hello. Hey dude, how's it going? Oh right, hey Jameson, how's it going? I don't know, hopefully I've caught you in time, but hey Jameson, good to have you on the stream, man. Hope you have a good day. Yeah, no, the sticker wouldn't have sat well around that sort of like round sloped piece at all, but you never know. They could have designed some weird sticker shape for it, but yeah, no, that's really good that it's a printed piece. Oh, hang on, gotta make sure I'm doing this bit right. This looks like the central part to the boiler. Okay, Obrix is saying that Swedish trains are very similar to the English trains. I suppose the European side of things, we sort of make things fairly similar anyway. Well, there could be sort of different sort of landscapes and stuff they have to cope with in Sweden. And certainly different weather as well, a lot harsher weather, isn't it really? Well, I say that, it's a lot colder winters. Okay, here we go. You guys are a lot better at dealing with snow than we are, I think. Nice, that's good, Brent. Dalton 4174. Hey dude, how's it going? And Spurnet, do you have the original one? Is that the original Harry Potter train? I don't, this is the first Harry Potter train I've had actually, so I did look at getting other ones, but yeah, I don't think they really looked that good as engines. I know, I think is the last one just had lots of little wheels. It looked like sort of the same way you'd build a carriage. Well, not even the same way you'd build a carriage. It looked, yeah, it didn't look great, I didn't think, the engine. So this one, having the actual attempt at a drivetrain with the rods and everything is a vast improvement, I think. Alright, so this is part of the boiler, quite possibly one of the sides, I would have thought, maybe. Yep, I think so. Yeah, so Ennis Burnett is just saying, yeah, he had one of the older ones and way too blocky for a sleek and gorgeous looking train. Yeah, so it's yeah, the older versions of these just didn't really look terribly great, really. I have actually been up to the place where the railway line runs with the sort of the viaduct and everything. I haven't actually been on the actual train ride, but I used to work up there quite a lot. And it's from Fort William to Mallaig in Scotland on the west coast. And the actual steam engine that runs there is called the Jacobite, and you can actually pay and go on that. And you go over the viaduct, the same viaduct that's in the movies and everything like that, and it's really, really impressive. You get to see some incredible landscape. I think you can get a normal engine up there as well, a normal train. So, but obviously, any Harry Potter fans would probably want to go on the actual engine. I don't know which way I'm doing this. Which way? Oh, I see. I'm looking at it the wrong way over. Okay. I'm getting confused again. Right, there's that. Talking and building Lego and trying to read comments all at the same time. It's more complicated than it looks. Oh wow, okay, so Glen Holland actually has the first original Harry Potter train boxed as well. Okay, and then there was a 9-volt version after the first one, because I know they've done a few, haven't they? Was it number, I don't know, is this the 4th or 5th one or something like that? Though. Yeah, so maybe this is the 4th one, possibly, or... But I know they have done quite a few versions of that, so you never know, in a few years' time we could get another one. We could get another steam train and they'll release it, and that'll be good. And it'll possibly be even better with this one. Do a creator one, that would be good. A creator Harry Potter Hogwarts Express. With all the detail and a working drivetrain, there you go. That's an idea for Lego, go for it. I'm pretty sure there'll be lots of AFOLs out there wanting a working Harry Potter Hogwarts Express. I think every few years they could do a sort of like a steam train or a... Well, we're due a creator set now anyway, aren't they? And this year they seem to have gone crazy releasing loads of trains, so you never know. There might be a creator engine coming out, a creator train coming out soon. You can but hope. Nice. Yeah, so Ennis has just said, yeah, going down to Fort William and stuff and Aviemore. It's a really beautiful area down there, it really is, it's fantastic. Oh, I'm putting these in the wrong way. Got that, I'll get that. I'll give you a close-up of what I've built so far in a minute. Oh, where am I? Here we go. Right, and that's the front. I'm getting confused with the fronts and backs and everything like that. Yeah, I really do, hopefully before yeah, too long I'll be able to go on it, but it only runs at certain times of the year and I've missed it for this year. I think it's possible that it goes up until October time, but we're almost at October. I did look once I've actually looked at it a few times just to see if I can go on it, but yeah, I never quite get round to doing it, so it's on my list of things to do. I have a very big list of things to do, so at some point I need to start actually doing stuff. Although this year was Philly Brickfest, and that was a big thing off my list, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I've got the other part of the front of the train. Right, so far that looks like that's what I've got for the boiler so far. I'm making progress. Soon this will start looking like an actual steam engine. Oh, I'm actually adding it to the chassis now. There we go. Need a crane or something. There we go. It's added. Starting to take shape. Oh, that's wonky, isn't it? Isn't that it? I think it's still a bit wonky. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Cool. There we go. Right. Okay, so this is a little fire. It's going to be used to heat up everything. Yeah, I definitely don't think there's any space in this engine to mount any motors or anything like that. The size just doesn't allow it. You could, I suppose, make it a lot bigger. It'd have to be a lot of expansion. But it would definitely change the scale, I think. It would be a complete rebuild, I think, if you wanted to add some sort of mechanism to drive the actual engine itself. So, yeah. So for the purposes of my modifications, I think it will be getting added somewhere else in the train. Right. Well, there's still plenty of people on the stream. It's good to have you all joining in. This could be a bit long, but we've got the locomotive built so far, so this is the main part of the engine, which is really good. Certainly taking shape. Find everything. Oh, I've got some dials going on. So just some little dials so people can see what the pressure is in the tank, I presume. I'm just going to shut some blinds. Oh, that could help. The light issues. Right. Just got to make sure I put all the pieces in the right places. It's nothing worse than getting to the end of something and realising that you've got some major bits missing or major bits left at the end, and you have to take stuff apart in order to get it to fit back again. Oh, I've got more stickers to put on. Here we go. This is where it gets its number, 5972. And actually that's probably a unique thing with this engine, because normally with Lego train sets the number on the train is the number of the set, whereas in this case, of course, because it's based on an actual, well, it's based on a train in a movie that has an actual number, then it's actually got its own number. So it's, so there you go. Oh no, I've done something wrong, haven't I? I've got the wheel arches too far back. Here we go. Let's adjust everything. That's pain, isn't it? I thought I was being so careful as well. Okay, here we go. This is where it helps to have nails. See if I can actually get this to work. Yep. Oh, so far so good. Move that along. That makes more sense. The wheels actually line up. I had them slightly wrong, just one stud along. Let's try again. Okay, that's one side corrected. Just got to work on the other side. Oh, it's not as easy. There we go. Right. Okay. That's that corrected, so I can now put on the plates and actually have the number on it. Cool. Okay, and spinet, could an engine be put into the carriage? Yeah, I need to look at the carriage actually, because I think it's not long enough to have sort of bogies and stuff like that. So it's just sort of like, I think it's just a wheel at each end, or sort of, you know. So I don't think it's quite big enough. So I have to find a way. I know there's people have already probably done it by now, but I think my preferred way would just be expand the tender and then put it in that, because then you've got the tender with all the weight, with the battery and the power functions and everything in that. I suppose you could just make bigger carriages as well. That's already been done as well. I know Charm City Brick has already done expanded carriages that look really impressive. I think with this, if this is well, not sure whether I'd buy any more of these, but for this one, I kind of like keeping them looking like the Lego trains that they are, sort of like the original designs. So for this one, possibly the tender would be it, but I know it's, I don't know, well, we'll find out how big it is. I'm not sure. I think it looks a bit small from the pictures, a bit too small to put sort of like the battery, the receiver and the motor and everything like that. But yeah, you could build sort of like the expanded carriages and stuff, I think. And it's in red as well, so I don't know what the price is. I know that when I was looking at building red carriages for my red Emerald Knight, I kind of rejected it just based on price, because I think they're fairly expensive. But with this train coming out, the prices of the parts on Bricklink and stuff may go down, because, well, there's more parts available for that. So we shall see. We shall see. Okay, let's do another close up. There we go. That's what I've got so far. That's the engine as it looks close to the end of bag 4. I think this is just the roof where the driver sits and the coalman, or the fireman rather, he would be called. I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm incorrect, but okay. Now we've almost got something that is definitely looking like an engine. Oh wow, you've got most of the wave. Okay, yeah, I've only got the actual engine itself. I think I'm gonna just stick with that out of it. Although some of the castle stuff looks really good. out of it, because it would fit with sort of like the way that Dunkton looks, that's for sure. Right, let's see. Almost finished this engine, I think. Oh, there's a sticker to go on as well. This looks like it fits in with the piping and everything like that. Okay. Okay, one sticker and 2 stickers. Right, got that. Oh, there goes the sticker sheet as well. Right, I'll go and rescue that in a minute. There we go. We have just the little detailed bits now, just to make this engine look complete. And I think I've put the tiles on the wrong side. There we go. Oh right, okay, so these are the buffers, right, nice. I do enjoy building things and not quite knowing what they are until finally finish building them. Okay, so that's the bit that I was building just now. This bit does actually go up. I don't know why that would do that. I'm sure there is a reason for it. Oh, I see, okay. So this bit locks the front wheels in. So it can't turn, and then if you want it to turn, you put it up and then it can turn. Possibly that's more of a play function than anything else. If you want to just push it backwards and forwards, whereas if it's like that, it won't do that. So, as stated, this isn't really sort of like such a model train as more of a toy train, which is cool in itself. Right, that goes there. We've got another piece. I'll just leave it down for now so that's not flipping all over the place. There we go. Okay, the engine is almost done. Yeah, so you get almost done with this engine anyway, but then got a couple of other things to do. But the locomotive itself is almost complete. Okay, just put the smokestack in. This goes there. And I think is that right. I've just got to add this, and I've got to add the name as well, I think, haven't I? Otherwise people won't know what train to catch. Okay, we've done that, we've done that. I think I missed a part of the instructions that I had to add the name, I think. Oh no, it's only a couple bit. Okay, and these are printed pieces as well. Okay, that's nice. That's really cool. So this is, I did not know it was called the Hogwarts Castle, but there you go. So I can get it to focus. There you go. Hogwarts Castle. So that's the engine. I think all these are spare pieces, but I will put them in the spare piece pile. We are done, and we are on bag 5. Bag 5 doesn't look very big. So we should hopefully be done with this very soon. Yeah, the nameplate, Glenn's just saying that the nameplate is a really nice detail, even if it is slightly oversized. But yeah, that is a really nice piece. I'm trying to rip this open. What's in here? Okay, these are just axles. So I think this is the tender that I'm building now. First of all, we put Hermione together so she can join the others on the station. See, I think some of these, most of these here, most of these have got faces on the sides and on the back and the front as well. We'll put Hermione together and give her a wand as well. And we'll put her on the station there. That'll do. She's nice and safe over there. Got a spare wand, put that in the spare kit. Right, yeah, so this is the tender, and I definitely don't think that a Power Functions kit would fit in here at all. Right, goes there. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. Shocker. Here we go. Where did I buy this at? I bought the set in a shop called Smith's. I did buy it a few months ago, and it was actually reduced. So I did get it at a reduced price. I think it was only sort of like £5 off, but it was quite nice buying a set that was pretty much brand new, sort of just out, and yet it was already reduced. So that was a bonus. Yeah, so Smith's Toy Store is kind of like the bigger, it's I suppose it was similar to Toys R Us, but their prices were always a lot better, and yeah, they're just you know, they have a good online presence as well, and they've just, well, they've done it right, I think. I rescued the sticker sheet again. Let's see if I can, there's only a couple of stickers left. I think the next ones are for the carriages. Or I say carriages, there's only one carriage, isn't there, on this? So it's a set that's certainly, well, it's a good set for a toy, but it is a set that just screams out for a bit of expansion, isn't it? So. Yep, Amazon would be a good place to get it as well. $69, that's a pretty good price, I'd say. Let's see, I've got to get this the right way around. I think that just opens up. There we go. That opens up like that. So you can fit coal in, or various, well, I suppose it would be coal in this case. Let's see what we've got here. 2 1x1 plates. Alex Bricks. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're almost done. See, this is bag 5. We've got the locomotive built. I'm just moving on to the tender, and then I think the last 2 bags will be the passenger train. Just building that, putting the wheels on the on the tender. These don't look like they've got normal couplings either, normal Lego train couplings. So that's going to, well, I suppose if you build your own carriages for one of these, then you could add them in the same design, or change it so that you can actually use the standard Lego train couplings. They've possibly done that to save money, I don't know. Keep the price down. Or possibly they're just expecting people to buy this who wouldn't normally buy Lego trains. Since there are no instructions to sort of motorise it, which there usually are, but I suppose the Lone Ranger Constitution, that didn't have instructions to motorise it either. Some of these, I suppose the movie sets, not necessarily thought of as sort of the normal train line, so they're not part of the city stuff, are they? Don't fit in the same format maybe. Okay, so here we go, the tender. Got one there, and the rear coupling. Give you a close up. As you can see, it's a very short tender, very short and stumpy. Ooh. There we go. I'll clip it on there. So like I say, there's not the normal coupling situation that we get with the Lego City trains, or any trains really, even the Creator stuff. So yeah, that will need either changing, or if I build other carriages and other rolling stock to go with this, I suppose it's just a case of making it in the same similar fashion. But right, we are onto the carriage now. So it's bag number 6. This is the penultimate bag. Thanks to everyone who's joined the stream and sticking with it. I know it's going to be a bit of a long build, but we're nearly done, which is a good thing. Right. So this is the close-up of bag number 5. Oh no, bag number 6, sorry. We just did bag number 6. And this comes with, okay, the trolley witch. I really do need to watch the films again, because I don't know who the trolley witch is. But I mean, a figure like that, that looks like it could go in any town. You wouldn't know any different. So there you go. That's her. We can put her on the station as well, I think. No, she doesn't get anything other than being put together. Okay, so this is some of this sort of, is it sand green? The kind of green colour that goes with the Statue of Liberty. It's a nice shade of green. Got bricks. Guessing this is a trolley to go with the trolley witch. It has some accessories on that. Let's see what we've got. Oh, a chocolate frog. Okay, a small trolley, I think. That's the trolley. Just put that by the platform for the moment. And we'll get on with building one of the carriages. Okay. Now from what I could see in pictures and everything, these are very, well, they're not as small as I thought they were going to be actually. So that's a good thing. I'm presuming that Lego's wish for this set is to make it accessible to more people, which is always a good thing, I think. And then if we want to modify it, some of the people that want it to look slightly different, we can always modify it. But, I know Lego trains certainly can be rather expensive, can't they? Okay, DJ Stoplift Official says, hi Duncan. Hey dude, how's it going? He said, thoughts on the set so far? Yeah, it's a really nice little set. I mean, it is more aimed at the sort of kind of as a toy rather than a city train. Well, I suppose the city train sets are more toys as well, but for a steam engine, it looks pretty good. It looks good. You've got the working rod here. The wheels are working all independently, but that's not a biggie. I think it's a good looking little addition to any railway, I think, and I really love the station and this bridge, the footbridge here. I'm totally going to use that for Dunkton, I think. So I like it. I think it's a really nice looking little steam train. So that's my thoughts so far. And it's a really nice little set to build. It's not overly complicated. It's not, I mean, I'm not sure how long the stream's been going on now, actually, to be honest, and I don't have a watch on me, but it doesn't feel like it's been too long. Like Glenn Holland said earlier in the stream, just on one of his comments, it's a really good starting point for anyone who wants to build a sort of a Lego steam train, I think. I would agree, for sure. Put these. So this has got some tiling on one side, so I'm guessing there's a different sort of way of accessing the carriages. Maybe something lifts up, possibly, which would be a nice little touch, because then you'd have really good access to the insides of the carriage. Be something that they haven't done on other sets, I don't think. I'm not aware of any other carriages on trains that do that, so if they do it on this, that would be quite a nice little feature. Get these pieces. I think we have someone from Korea in the chat, so I will say hello to him. Hopefully I've got the right country. I know when I normally run comments like that through Google Translate, it's from Korea, so South Korea, I will say, probably, just to hello to you. Right. Oh, we're nearly getting to the end. Oh, got to build something twice. Okay, there's that, and I've got to build another one. Ooh. Alright, I can't see pieces. Can't brick blind. No, there we go, got it. That. And Nearly done with this bit. Oh yeah, Bricks, am I going to show the station by carriage of no return? I said yes, I am. And I meant to do that sooner and I haven't, have I? Shocking. Right, I'll get this stage finished and then we'll show it and then I'll finish it all off. Right, so I'll just show you, these are the seats by the looks of it in the carriage, so which is quite cool looking seats, very luxurious indeed, small little armchairs. So we'll put that in there and that in there. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's do that, take those out of the way and I'll show you the station that was gifted to me, which is an incredibly generous thing to do. And this is it. So this is going to be the new station house for Dunkton. Got sort of like a small canopy and everything that sits there. Give you a close-up of it as well. There's a bench there, the bin. And inside, hopefully, there's enough light going on. I can show you a close-up. So if we switch to the other camera, so that's what it looks like. You can see he's made a little Dunkton label with, we've got timetables and everything like that, and the roof comes off. And inside, we've got the sort of like entrance area, waiting room and everything like that there, small plant. And there's the ticket office, the computer and a ticket office, and then just at the back there is a lavatory and everything like that. And it is actually a bit of a, someone hasn't flushed, so that's terrible. I don't think you can see it quite as well. No, the light's not picking it up, which is a shame. But on a future video I will do a bit of a proper tour, and also there's some lights. I don't think it's going to show up either because it's too dark, or it's too light already to even see the lights. But there are lights in there, and I will do a proper video featuring the new station house for Dunkton. But that was really, really generous of Carriage of No Return to do that. So he's basically supplied the signal house and the station for Dunkton, so which is why they look incredible. So yeah, so it's really, really generous of him. So thank you very much to him for those. Right, these are the windows. So yeah, when I was looking at trying to do the red carriages for the red Emerald Knight, it was these window pieces that were always rather expensive to buy. So it's quite possible that now we have this engine, that pieces like that on Bricklink will go down in price and we can all have red carriages. Although there is only one carriage per set, isn't there? So I don't know, we'll see. I've seen the extended carriages done by other people, so okay, so that's one part of the carriage. Add these pieces. Try and get them around the right way. Wow, they look a bit low to me. I suppose it's a lot cheaper using moulded pieces like that rather than building them out of brick. So yeah, the station house is amazing. I mean, it's like the brickwork and everything. I'll do a proper video showing everything, but the brickwork is made up of sort of like 1x2 plates and everything like that. It's yeah, it's proper mock building. It's really, really incredible. I've done something wrong, haven't I? Yes, I have. Right, let's use the brick separator. Got that. Got that. but it just fits with the way everything looks in Dunkton, or the way I'm trying to get everything to look anyway. I have got some stuff that I want to change in Dunkton, but it's definitely going to change location, so I may just well, I'll see how it goes. Right, we're putting these pieces on, so that's one side of the carriage done. So I'm guessing the last bag is for the roof of the carriage. Missed out bricks. Here we go. So yeah, that station with this style of bridge I think is going to fit rather well. I'll have a look at it, but I will be ripping off that design completely and using it in Dunkton. Getting inspiration from the professional builders from the Lego group. You can't beat it, can you? Right. Hey SB State College, welcome back. Yeah, we've got right back just in time for the last bag. So these are, oh right, okay, we've got a cape and I think we've got 2 more axles. So I'll put in together. Alright, so this is a Dementor I'm putting together. If I can find his face and his head. Oh, is it just a black? It's just a black, okay. For some reason I was looking for a clear piece. So there you go, there's the Dementor. That's scary. So, put him in the station for the moment. Can't see him, but yeah. Oh, I forgot his cloak. I took his cloak out of the cardboard box and then completely forgot to give him his cloak. Man. Now it's turning to winter, he'd get cold, won't he? He needs his cloak. There we go. Okay. So we have this Dementor, right, and now we're on to the final part. So it does look like the carriage actually opens up, which is really, really nice. So you can get full access to things instead of just having to pull off the roof and try and fiddle about inside. Because if you've got big fingers for big people, then it's not quite as easy to get your fingers in and move minifigures about. But if the entire side of the carriage opens up, then that makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? That is a very thoughtful design feature. I mean, even for sort of just general play in the normal circumstances, it's a really good way of doing it, I think. Oh, I think I've forgotten to put a sticker on the other side. I'll just put this sticker on the other side of the carriage. Okay, bricks, have I considered motorising this with the powered up system? I think if I modified, if I motorised it at all, it will be with the original power functions, just because it's a lot more flexible. So I can run multiple trains with the old power function system, whereas with the new one, and using Bluetooth and everything like that, I know you have the controllers, and I really should experiment and mess about and find out what I can and can't do. I think I tried to run both at the same time, and I couldn't quite get it to work with Bluetooth. So I'm going to have to I'm going to have to mess about and play about with the new system and see what I can and can't do. It's just with the old power functions, you can definitely run sort of like, well, you can run eight trains from one controller, and it's not easy to do, but it's possible. If you've got 8 tracks and you've got 8 trains on all different channels and everything like that, you can use the one controller. But I don't think you could really do that with the Bluetooth system. It's just the way Bluetooth works. It's more of a sort of well, it's a personal area network rather than the whole infrared system. So it's just yeah, really good for certain things though. Really good as a system just for someone just to power something up, and then you can just get on with using it, can't you? Really, it's very simple. So for what it's used for, it's great. It's just that there are some of us that take Lego and what Lego have designed and want to do other things with it, and it's never really what it was intended for. But so yeah, I think I may probably be using the old power functions, and it's still at the moment still available, so I hope they keep it available as well. Trying to open this without scissors or anything like that. There we go, I got the axles finally. So right, the windows are in on this part of the carriage. Just add the 1x1 bricks. Power functions is better. The old power functions, I think I'm gonna stick with those for a while. I mean, the new trains, the cargo train and the passenger train, look amazing just because they have no bits sort of sticking out of them, and there's no, you don't need to be able to see them. You don't need to be able to see the infrared receiver and all that sort of stuff. So that's fantastic. It makes them look really nice and smooth, and yeah, but obviously for my trains running on the kind of sets and tracks that I do, well, I need to be able to add sort of extra motors. Okay, so it doesn't swing up. They're not doing a hinge system by the looks of it, but you can just take the side off, and it's easier to take the side off, which is a really nice feature, isn't it? Really, get easy access to the passenger coach. That's cool. I like that. That's very good. That's very thoughtful. Okay, so this is the couplings that we're using, just the 2x3 kind of curved plate. One of those at each end. Looking where we're putting the wheels on. So I'm guessing some of this is just the bottom of the actual carriage, or a lot of this is the bottom of the carriage. I suppose if they had released this sort of with a powered up upgrade set or something like that, they could have put sound effects in their phone app, so you could have had a steam engine sound effects with it. Or maybe they could just add it to the powered up app as just as an extra. Having a steam train noise and a steam train whistle to go with this would be pretty cool. Just as an extra. Oh, that's an upside down bit. That's a very technical term there. That's kind of like an inverse slope. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. It's that. So that's what I was referring to as an upside down. It's just the inverse version of the normal slopes we get. It's not a new piece, it's just I found it and went, oh, that goes on upside down, that's all. It's just a different way of doing the underneath of a carriage. Okay, we're nearly done. Nearly done. The wheels are going to go on soon. Lego Fans Unite 10, he says he has lights in his locomotives. That's cool. No, live lights always make a real difference when you're running Lego trains, I think. It just brings them to life just that little bit more. Okay, let's put these attachments on for the wheels. This isn't going on. What have I done? Or not done? I think it's just not going on. Take this off before I... There we go. Just wasn't able to put enough pressure on. It's easier to do it with the wall off, so there you go. Or the side of the carriage rather than the wall. Okay, so we've got some small buffer things here. That's one. That's two. This can go on each side. And we've got these pieces. Hey Evan, how's it going? And Cyrus S. Salt. Who else have we got? Daniel Contreras, he's still here. Hey dude, how's it going? Yeah, Evan Murray, saving up for the cargo train. It's the cargo train is a very cool set actually. I did like it. I didn't like it as I think if you watch my review, well, there's certain parts of it that aren't good, but as a train set and as a sort of a play set, then yeah, certainly good. The engine's fantastic and the crane, that's just awesome. Okay, we're putting the wheels on now. Just a few more. We just got to do the roof, I guess, isn't it? The roof of the carriage. And that will be it. Okay, let's put the wheels on, because that's important. So yeah, so the carriage here just hasn't got the sort of the bogie thing, so it's only one wheel at each end. So in order to motorise it, you'd have to add bogies, and I think it's just not long enough for a carriage for that sort of length. I'm trying to think, have I got any carriages that I can grab? Yeah, even that is... That's the one from the passenger train, and that's the Harry Potter one, and it's just a little bit shorter. That's got, and even this has got very short bogies on it, so and a motor would be sort of about that long, so they're just a little bit too short to motorise, I think, for this. It would look odd because you'd have wheels all the way through. I think you'd have the four, it would go up there. It wouldn't look quite right to motorise it, I don't think. Not in its current size anyway. You could do something a little bit longer. And I know people have already done it, I think, so no, there are lots of when you build something like that, something like this, then there's always things that I want to do anyway if I build something, but well, when I started doing YouTube, when I started doing a channel like that, I was always worried whether I'd have enough ideas for videos, and I think the problem is when you actually get into it and you start doing it, there's so many ideas for different videos that you kind of really need to focus on certain things that you want to do. Otherwise you can just get bogged down by doing so many different things. I think I'm doing it right, I need to check. I've gone ahead of the instructions. So this is the roof of the carriage, almost done. That's cool. Just need to make sure I get the right parts in the right places. Okay, so it's 2 stud pieces, 1 flat, 2 stud, 1 flat, 2x2 stud, and then we've got some small 1x1 bits to do. And then afterwards I can show you a close-up because of the second camera. So I put the roof on, the carriage, just like so. That fits on like that. And there we go. And because we've designed it, I can take that off, have a look, get into fit minifigures in, and put the top on. And that is a really nice. And it's a small carriage, but the design of that and getting access to the actual place where the passengers need to sit, that is just really nice. That is a really nice feature. I think that's just it's just a really nice way of designing the carriage, I think. So let's see how it looks. Put the instruction booklet down there, clear that away. Okay, we'll put him on the, he can go on the bridge. Okay, yeah, there we go. The trolley needs to come at the back as well. Right. So there is the station, and there's the Hogwarts. Well, it's the Hogwarts Castle, which is called on the side. The Hogwarts Express can pull up at the station. So let's up to this camera. There you go. Or see if I can get it. There you go. So that's the end of this live build. I think that's I think they've done a really good job with it. Actually, I was slightly worried about the small tender. I mean, it is a very small tender, and I'm not going to be able to fit any power functions in it without making it bigger. But that can be done, I don't know, quite easily. I think the motor can go in there. I'll build it similar to the way I've done the Lone Ranger Constitution tender. That was kind of big enough to modify fairly, but I'll build my own one. I guess I'd have to get, I don't know, these pieces would just be able to get moved around and everything. So, well, I'll see how that goes, and that'll be able to push this entire train along with one carriage. I think a couple of extra carriages on this train, and that would make it look pretty good anyway. I don't know whether I'd actually build red custom carriages for this one. I've got the carriages for the Emerald Knights that I've got, the blue and the red one and everything like that, so I think I've got more than enough carriages at the moment. So but maybe a couple more just for the Hogwarts Express could be on the cards in the future. But yeah, this is a really good train set for the price and everything. It's not powered, of course, but I think the station looks great. This design for the bridge, I will definitely be using that for the Dunkton station. I think I'll try and incorporate this kind of design. It's really nice with the handrails and the clock. Yeah, so that's the Hogwarts Express anyway. For the live stream, I know I've been away for a while, but thanks for joining the stream. That's really, really good. Oh, carriage of no return. He's turned up. Nice, welcome, man. So yeah, carriage of no return, here we go. Since he's now on the stream, I just need to cough, so we have actually been talking about your carriage of no return because I showed everyone the station that you gifted me a few months ago, and everyone has been very impressed by it. So there's the station. So this is going to be the main station for Dunkton. Like I say, I will be making a proper video of it, just going through everything. But it was fantastic. It's an amazing build, and it's just a really, really good looking station with a ticket office and waiting room and everything like that, and the detail on it is just brilliant. So he's kind of set the bar really, really high for the way I need to build the station. But I think if we look just at the footbridge and everything like that comes with the Hogwarts Express, I think this will fit, this will work really well with it. Just the style of everything. So Yes, thank you very much again. Carriage of no return. So, cool. So that's the Hogwarts Express, Hogwarts Castle, which is the engine, and the carriage, and the station, and everything like that. It's a really nice set. I wouldn't normally buy the Harry Potter stuff just because it's Harry Potter, but heck, a Lego train, I can't really turn that one down because it's brilliant, and it's fantastic that we got yet another Lego train this year in 2018, and it's a steam train as well, so that's really good. I'll be having a video with that running in Dunkton soon, I suppose, as soon as I get some power functions fitted to a tender so that we can drive it. So there you go, thanks for joining this stream. I know I've been away, but it's been really good to have you hanging out on the stream so I can chat to you guys, and thanks for all the questions and the interaction. It's been really good, and yeah, I will definitely see you on some videos in the future. I haven't left YouTube completely, so I'll continue working on that. So brilliant, thanks a lot, and yeah, I will see you in the next one, as I always say. So thanks to everyone who's been on it. So, oh, Troy Manning, hey, how's it going? Carriage of no returns here as well. Thanks to Glenn as well for being on the stream. Really good talking to you. O'Bricks as well. Trade Cross, hey, how's it going? Cyrus S. Sol. I say hey to Jameson as well. Again, I know you may be checking it out later. So go through Lego Fans Unite 10, Micah's Trains, Evan Murray, all you guys that join the stream. It's been brilliant having you on the stream and catching up with you again. So thanks a lot, and I will catch you later.